Well, it's noon on January 21st, 2025. Got a big snow event coming in. Most significant one in at least 35 years, since 1989. Here's a magnolia that survived Hurricane Michael. They've been advising people to get off the road by 2. Governor Bobblehead has got us under a state of emergency. But there's the sky. It's kind of cloudy. All right, it's 2 minutes past 1 o'clock now. 41 degrees. I'm zoomed all the way out. Well, it's 1:29, 40 degrees. The first snow will be less than 2 hours before dark. It's 1:58 afternoon, 38 degrees, 2:16, 37 degrees. I just heard on the TV that it's snowing heavily in Pensacola, which is 100 miles west of here. It's 2:44 and 36 degrees. Weather guys are having a lot of fun with this. I mean, there's nothing remotely close to this has happened in 35 years, since 1989. TV weather guy said this is going to be like Hurricane Michael, only more fun. Yeah, won't be as much damage, that's for sure. Hasn't happened since the 50s at least that we got this much. 2:54, 36 degrees. And if the radar is to be believed, the snow line that's approaching us is only about 3 miles away. It's already snowing on Tyndall Air Force Base. It would be neat if we saw some accumulation on the ground before dark. We'll see. What's the sky looking like? It doesn't have the definition that it had. It's just a solid mass now. And the gravity waves and everything they're not to be made out now. 3 minutes past 3 o'clock, 36 degrees. The TV station just reported they've got some flurries, and they're located 17, 20 miles west of here. But this patch, according to the radar, is coming up from the Gulf. I don't care what the dumbass says it's called. It's called the Gulf of Mexico. Orange tyrant. I'm wearing my Olympic National Park coat that I bought 17 years ago, and I've only had a couple of opportunities to wear it since then. 3:21, 34 degrees. This is going to sound strange to our northern snowbelt friends, but our local TV stations have been providing continuous coverage of this event for hours, and they'll probably keep on it until after midnight when the snow stops eventually, because it's that uncommon here. Like 1956, I think we had 3 or 4 inches. This is the first precipitation I've seen today. I don't see it on the windshield yet. Yeah. It's a little bit of sleet, very light. A little bit of frozen precipitation. It's not rain, it's sleet. I see a little bouncing off the windshield. I doubt it'll show up on the video, but I can see it. Yeah, I can see it in the video. It's getting a little heavier too. No snowflakes yet, but sleet. Mark the time down when it started. It's now 3:24. You can hear it come down under the magnolia tree. Well, it's 3:40, and what's falling now is not sleet, it's rain. Rain at 34 degrees. Oh, look what I've got on the hood of my car, though, if I can get a picture of it. That's sleet. So we got a wintry mix. We've still got sleet falling. We've also got rain. It's a mix. Interesting. Playing with the wintry mix on the front of my car. It's 3:53 and look at that. 32 degrees and we've got snow. We've got an hour and a half or so before it's dark. And it's snowing. First time in many years. Everybody's coming out of their house to check out the snow. And then they went back in. It's too cold for them. It is snowing. Mostly little bitty flakes, but a few medium-sized ones. You got snow on a palm, literally. Palmetto in this case. Got snow on the cactus. And it's just starting. This is going to go on for hours. 4:32, 31 degrees. Look at this. We aren't, it's just sleet now. We had that short period of snow. It's gone back to sleet. I'm sure that the snow will return, but right now it's just sleet, which is nowhere near as exciting as snow, if you ask me. That's sleet. It's 4:55 and about 31 degrees, and all we've had for the past half hour or so is just ice pellets, sleet. Enough of it that it's turning the front yard white, but it's not snow. We got that one flurry of snow and then it changed to sleet. We'll get more snow later, but I'm afraid it's going to be after dark. 5:59, almost 6 o'clock, and of course it's dark outside, but let's see if I can get some pictures with this flashlight. Not very well. The front yard is almost completely covered now. And even the sidewalk. Oh, there's been an animal that's walked across here. That's what it looks like so far. 7/19, January 22nd. Okay, it is 9:43, 28 degrees, and this is going to be my first venture away from the house. Look at the front of my car. Completely covered. I'm glad I don't plan to drive anywhere. It's hard too, and it's not just light. It's crusted. It's got a crust on it that is at least a half an inch thick. Wow, that's pretty wild, huh? Let's see if we can navigate this without falling down. It's pretty icy, slick. I don't want to stay on the white stuff, huh? road is icy or wet. Let's stay on the wet stuff. I don't trust that pavement. Some icicles that probably from the freezing rain fell off of that. Yeah, I saw some from the freezing rain. There's some icicles falling off the magnolia tree. That's interesting. Dang, don't want to fall down, especially holding this camera. Watch this ice here. Got some ice to cross here. There we go. Looks kind of hazardous. The other side of the bayou. It's 2 minutes past 12. It's 35, 36 degrees. And a little bit of melting going on. I think it might be a little bit safer to go for a walk now than it was. It's interesting that the snow and ice has melted from the driveway, except where there are cracks in the driveway. The car's still frozen. It's got a solid cover of snow, or actually it's it'd be pretty easy to clear that off if I needed to. Maybe because the cracks have grass growing out of them. Some kind of handy mule has been walking in the snow here. Looks like there's been a dog running through the yard. Yeah, that road looks like it's safe to walk on now. Let's go down this way. Earlier I didn't even want to walk on the road. It was so icy. Yeah, I think it's safe to drive now. Definitely warmer than it was earlier. It's melting. I'm melting. Here comes your redneck in his jacked up loud truck. That one's not as loud. Oh God, that was an obnoxious hole, wasn't it? Yep. And jacked up. Glass pack mufflers, whatever it do. They pay extra money to be loud like that. They spend hundreds of dollars to be obnoxious. Oh, there's no question he's a maggot. I don't even have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. I got some bare ground here. Look at that. Well, it's really melting. Between the temperature being above freezing and the sun heating at the ground up, he's melting pretty quick. That's slush. It's 9 minutes past 3, 40, 41 degrees, and snow is melting as you would expect at 40 degrees. But there's enough of it that some of it will remain and refreeze tonight. The crust that it had earlier has mostly disappeared. See how the car's doing. The roof's sure leaking. Leaking, dripping. The roof is mostly bare. Probably will never see the yard looking like that again. Won't live long enough. And it's melting. Still got snow on the cactus. Still got some snow on the palm.